Topic is Joshua, leader of Israel's conquest. And I read Joshua chapter 21 verse 43. So the Lord gave Israel all the land he had sworn to give their ancestors, and they took possession of it and settled there. This passage revealed God's faithfulness to Israel in giving them the promised land. Joshua led Israel to Canaan, the promised land, after defeating the Canaanites and allotted a portion of the land to each tribe of Israel. Let us consider the four major key factors that enabled Joshua to lead Israel to victory. Number one, Joshua allowed himself to be well trained and mentored by Moses, the servant of God. Joshua was such an humble man that he believed in God's promise through Moses, that he passionately served Moses. Joshua will be seen following Moses each time Moses went to seek the face of God. For instance, in Exodus chapter 33 verse 11, and Yeshua and Yahweh will speak to Moses face to face as a man speaks to his neighbor, and he would return to the camp, and his assistant Joshua, the son of Nun, a young man, did not leave the middle of the tent. Number two, Joshua received supernatural abilities for leadership when Moses commissioned him as Israel's next leader. Deuteronomy 34 verse 9 says, and now Joshua, son of Nun, was filled with the spirit of wisdom because Moses had laid his hands on him. So the Israelites listened to him and did what the Lord had commanded Moses. Now, this was what qualified Joshua to be the leader to lead Israel to conquest. Number three is that Joshua battled by divine instruction and guidance and not solely on human abilities. For instance, he believed God's promise that no man will be able to stand before him in battle. Joshua chapter 1 verses 1 to 7. The Jordan River parted before Joshua because he believed God's instruction and followed it to go round Jericho 7 days. And indeed, he was a leader who listened to God to lead effectively. Number four, Joshua prepared himself through strategic planning. He laid ambush for the enemies where necessary. Joshua chapter 8. Even though God had given Jericho to Joshua, he still sent spies to the land before embarking on the battle. While all this human preparation, simple, it means God's promise does not negate human responsibility. Joshua was a type of Christ. The name Joshua in Hebrew, Yehoshua, means Yahweh is salvation. While Joshua led Israel to conquest in Canaan, the promised land, Jesus Christ, the Son of God, came to lead the world into heaven, the promised land. He said, in my Father's house are many mansions where he wants to take his own people to. Are you ready to allow him to lead you to the promised land? I invite you today. God bless you.